We have lived alongside them for over 10 millennia, yet the true depth of our connection is only just beginning to be understood. When a dog meets a stranger, they aren't just reacting, they are calculating. But what exactly are they looking for? Our story began in the firelight of the Pleistocene. Wolves that chose cooperation over conflict became the ancestors of our best friends. As humans moved across the globe, dogs followed, adapting their social skills to match our increasingly complex societies. Geneticists have found that the transition from wolf to dog involved mutations in genes related to social stress and friendliness. This hyper-sociability became the bedrock of the canine mind, allowing them to integrate into human family structures. Over thousands of years, dogs evolved a specific facial muscle that allows them to raise their inner eyebrows, the classic puppy eyes look. This look triggers a nurturing response in humans, creating a powerful non-verbal communication channel that wolves simply don't possess. To survive alongside us, dogs developed a sensory suite specifically tuned to human behavior and biology. While we focus on spoken words, dogs are experts in micro-expressions, the tiny involuntary movements of the human face. They are one of the few species that naturally understand the concept of pointing and eye gaze direction, even without training. Fascinatingly, dogs share our left gaze bias. They look at the right side of our faces first to decode our emotional state. But their greatest tool is the nose. With up to 300 million olfactory receptors, they perceive the world through a chemical lens. They don't just smell human, they smell our health, our diet, and most importantly, our internal emotional state. When we feel fear or aggression, our bodies release volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. To a dog, these are as clear as a shouted warning. This chemical weather allows them to detect a person's mood from several minutes ago, effectively smelling time in the environment. They also listen in frequencies we ignore. The subtle pitch shifts in our voice reveal our true intentions long before we finish a sentence. A dog can detect the rise in heart rate through the rhythmic thrum in our chest or the slight tremor in our breath. In Kyoto, researchers took these observations into the lab. They wanted to know if dogs could identify a liar. The results were definitive. Once a human proved unreliable, the dogs stopped following their cues. They had filed a mental report. At the University of Vienna, Lucrezia Leonardo expanded this. She asked if dogs understood intent versus error. The dog showed a sophisticated level of social cognition, forgiving the human who was simply wrong, but shunning the one who tried to trick them. This negativity bias is a survival mechanism. In the evolutionary past, missing one sign of a threat could be fatal. For their ancestors, the ability to quickly identify and remember a threat was the difference between life and death. Dogs are also master eavesdroppers. They watch how we treat other people to decide how they should treat us. In studies where dogs watched a stranger refuse to help their owner, the dogs later refused treats from that unhelpful stranger. Dogs also have a sense of fairness or inequity aversion. They will stop performing a task if they see another dog being rewarded more for the same effort. This suggests a rudimentary understanding of social justice and reciprocity that is remarkably similar to our own. Beyond social rules, dogs possess advanced spatial logic. They understand object permanence, the knowledge that things exist even when out of sight. This working memory allows them to navigate their environments with high efficiency, recalling the locations of resources or hidden dangers. Some researchers believe dogs have a magnetic sense, allowing them to orient themselves using the Earth's magnetic field for long-distance navigation. This internal compass, combined with their incredible scent memory, makes them some of the most capable navigators in the animal kingdom. Can dogs count? Research into numerosity suggests they can distinguish between quantities, a vital skill for assessing social groups or food sources. They even show surprise when simple additions or subtractions don't add up, proving that their mathematical sense is more than just instinct. When dogs and humans stare into each other's eyes, both experience a surge in oxytocin, the same hormone that bonds mothers and infants. This biological feedback loop is unique to the human-canine bond, creating a deep emotional resonance that transcends species. Researchers are investigating mirror neurons in dogs, cells that fire both when an animal acts and when it observes the same action in another. This might explain emotional contagion, why your dog feels your sadness or excitement as if it were their own. What do dogs dream about? EEG studies show that their brain waves during sleep are remarkably similar to ours, including deep REM cycles. They likely dream about their daily activities, the walk in the park, the smell of a bird, or even their favorite game of fetch. Sleep is also when dogs consolidate social learning, processing the day's interactions to decide who remains on their reliable list. Play is not just for fun. It's a cognitive workshop. Through play, dogs learn social boundaries, conflict resolution, and motor skills. The play bow is a sophisticated meta-signal communicating to the other dog that everything following it is just a game, even if it looks like fighting. Even a tail wag is a language. Studies suggest that a wag slightly to the right indicates positive emotions, while a left-sided wag signals withdrawal or stress. The height and stiffness of the tail are vital indicators of social status and intentionality, helping other dogs and observant humans evaluate a dog's mood. But not all dogs evaluate the same way. Breed history plays a massive role in how they process social information. Retrievers and collies, bred for cooperative work, are hyper-tuned to human signals and are more likely to be affected by deception. Terriers, bred for independent hunting, often ignore human signals altogether if they conflict with their own observations. Sighthounds may appear aloof, but they are processing visual data at high speeds, evaluating the environment before looking to the human. This social data isn't just processed, it's stored. Dogs have long-term memories for social reliability that can last years. They remember the person who gave them a treat, but they remember the person who was mean to their owner even more vividly. What we call the guilty look is often just a reaction to our own angry body language. It's a submissive gesture to de-escalate conflict. Studies show dogs show the look regardless of whether they actually broke a rule, proving they are reading US, not their own conscience. Some dogs, like Chaser the Border Collie, can learn over 1,000 words using fast mapping, a learning process once thought unique to humans. This allows them to categorize their world with incredible precision, linking human sounds to specific physical objects and actions. Dogs are also capable of inference by exclusion. If they know one option is wrong, they will logically deduce that the other must be right. This problem-solving ability shows that their intelligence is not just reactive instinct, but involves active mental processing. How do dogs perceive time? While they don't count minutes, they are incredibly sensitive to the dissipation of scents and the rhythmic routines of their humans. This allows them to predict our arrivals and departures with eerie accuracy, effectively using their environment as a biological clock. Understanding this gives us a new perspective on our responsibility as owners. We are always being watched. Our social behavior models the world for our dogs. If we are stressed and distrustful, they will mirror that worldview. For dogs in shelters, the machinery of trust is under constant pressure. Inconsistent handling can lead to learned helplessness or hypervigilance. But the beauty of the canine mind is its plasticity. With consistency and kindness, even the most traumatized dogs can rebuild their credit score for humans. Service dogs take this evaluation to the elite level. They must ignore their own instincts to prioritize the safety of their human partner. Their ability to read subtle physiological cues, like a drop in blood sugar or the onset of a seizure, is the ultimate proof of their sensory mastery. Is it empathy? Studies show that dogs exhibit physiological stress markers when they hear human distress, suggesting they don't just see our pain, they feel it. This shared emotional space is what makes them the ultimate companions, bridging the gap between two very different species. As dogs age, they can experience cognitive decline similar to human Alzheimer's, which affects their ability to process social cues. By studying these patterns, researchers are finding ways to extend the cognitive health of our pets, ensuring they stay connected for longer. New research using fMRI is showing that the reward centers in a dog's brain light up just from the scent of their familiar human. We are discovering that canine intelligence is far more nuanced, involving empathy, logic, and perhaps even a sense of justice. Today, thousands of owners are participating in citizen science projects, contributing data that helps researchers understand canine cognition on a global scale. This massive dataset is revealing breed trends, environmental impacts, and individual variations that were previously impossible to track. However, we must also consider the ethics of breeding. Selection for physical traits can sometimes come at the cost of cognitive and emotional health. The future of breeding is shifting toward health and temperament, ensuring that the dogs of tomorrow are as resilient and socially capable as their ancestors. Modern city life presents a challenge to ancient canine instincts. The constant sensory bombardment can overwhelm their machinery of evaluation. But dogs are showing remarkable resilience, adapting their social skills to thrive in our concrete jungles alongside their humans. We are also learning about epigenetics, how the stress or trust experienced by a parent dog can be passed down to their offspring. This highlights the importance of the early environment in shaping a dog's lifelong capacity for trust and social engagement. Does canine cognition vary by culture? Research is starting to look at how different human relationships with dogs around the world shape their social minds. The way we perceive and treat dogs is reflected back at us, proving that the human-dog relationship is a two-way street of cultural influence. How does canine communication compare to other species? While cats are masterful solo evaluators, dogs have uniquely co-evolved to prioritize human social cues above almost all else. This intense focus on human cooperation is what sets the canine mind apart, creating a social synchrony that is unparalleled in the domestic world. Dogs also show incredible emotional resilience. Their ability to move past negative experiences and relearn trust is a testament to the biological necessity of the human bond. This resilience is why therapy dogs are so effective. Their unwavering capacity for trust helps us rebuild our own, proving that the bond is truly reciprocal. Modern science is also showing that human impact on canine health through nutrition and environment directly affects their cognitive longevity. By providing an enriched environment, we are not just keeping them happy, we are preserving the very machinery of evaluation that makes our bond possible. We often project our own complex emotions onto our dogs. While they feel deeply, attributing human-specific guilt or shame can actually hinder our understanding of their true cognitive experience. By recognizing where our emotions differ, we can respect their unique perspective and build a relationship based on reality rather than projection. This knowledge brings a new responsibility. We must become as good at reading them as they are at reading us. When we listen to their subtle cues, we create a safe social environment that allows their best traits, loyalty, kindness, and trust, to flourish. Across every continent and culture, the human-canine bond remains a constant. It is one of the few truly universal social contracts in our history. Whether in a modern skyscraper or a nomadic camp, the machinery of trust functions in the same way, bridging cultural divides through a shared biological language. Science is finally giving words to what we have always felt, that our dogs understand us on a level that is both deeply biological and profoundly emotional. Remember the three pillars. They read our bodies, they smell our chemistry, and they watch our actions. Together, these form the machinery of their trust. These aren't just theories. They are the proven mechanisms that allow a dog to decide, with incredible accuracy, who is a friend and who is not. In a world that can often feel disconnected, our dogs offer a direct line to a simpler, more honest form of connection. They are more than animals. They are our social partners. We are even exploring new ways for dogs to communicate back. Augmented reality and soundboards are giving them a voice. The goal isn't just to talk to them, but to truly listen, to understand the world as they see it, one scent and one gesture at a time. In the end, our dogs are more than just pets. They are the mirrors of our social selves 10,000 years in the making. Their presence in our lives challenges us to be better versions of ourselves, more reliable, more consistent, and more kind. Next time your dog pauses before greeting someone, remember, they aren't just guessing, they are working. They are paying attention because you matter to them. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the canine mind.